आध्यात्मिक जीवन तो आध्यात्मिक spiritual. I'm speaking in Hindi, So for a spiritual science, then we need a spiritual teacher who's coming in the chain of disciplic succession. Just like when it's mango season, the best mangoes are on the top of the tree where they get the sunlight. The ones down below, they ripen later because they're in the shade. But if we drop that ripe mango from the top of the tree down, then it will be spoiled. So we put one man on one branch, one man on another branch, one man, and we take that mango and hand it down, ping, 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 comes down intact. Therefore in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna told, Evam parampara praptam. This knowledge is received through disciplic succession. So before the Guru, we pariprashnena, Krishna has asked questions. Which type of questions? Spiritual questions. Generally, people think that sadhu means jadoo. That Maharaj, my business not going well, please bless me, my business will not fail. Maharaj, I have 30-year-old daughter, she's still not married, please bless me, very quickly she'll get married. Like that we ask questions. But that is not for a spiritual master. For a spiritual master we ask questions about life. Pariprasnena, whatever question is there within your heart, we should not be afraid of doubts. Because doubts are actually the food for our faith. What did I say? Doubts are the food for our faith. Because if we have some doubt, and we present that before the spiritual master or senior Vaishnava, and he resolves our doubt, then our faith will increase. So we're living in the kingdom of Maya, ignorance. It's natural to have doubt. We should not be afraid of having doubts. Everybody has doubts. We should be afraid of not revealing that doubt. Because we reveal that doubt and spiritual master resolves the problem, then our faith will increase even more. And pariprasnena sevaya. Not that we go to the spiritual master, take knowledge from him and then tata, see you later. Krishna says sevaya, then out of gratitude we must render service to spiritual master. Just like one time, I forget which Gaudiya Math it was, but the Vice Chancellor of Bharat Hindu University, BHU in Banaras, he came to visit Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And you would think, big man, he's the Vice Chancellor of BHU, he should be attended to immediately. Bhaktisiddhanta said, I'm busy right now. You sit in the temple room, the boys are sitting there polishing the brass, you sit with them. After some time, I will answer your questions. So after a while, he again went to Bhaktisiddhanta's room. He said, I'm still a little busy. You sit there with those boys and I will answer your questions. So he's sitting there in the temple room, the boys are polishing the brass, he has nothing to do. He also picked up some piece of brass. He's a big man, but he's doing some menial service, polishing the brass. It's a simple service. Then third time he came to see Bhaktisiddhanta. Bhakti said, all right, what is your question? He said, I have no question. I got all my answers. Because just by seva, then all our answers come. Because then the circuit is complete. We receive knowledge, we give service, circuit is complete, then we become enlightened. So we have a very beautiful song in honor of spiritual master to begin the night. If you're getting internet, then Sri Guru Charan Kamala Bhajaman. Sri Guru Charan, or sometimes it's just Guru Charan Kamala Bhajaman. Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Charana Kamala Bhajaman, Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Guru Kripa Bina nahi koi sadhan bal, Bhajaman bhajan uksham. Guru Kripa Bina nahi koi sadhan bal, Bhajaman bhajan uksham. Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, 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 Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Milta nahi aisi durlabh janam, Brahmadu Chora Bhuvan. Milta nahi aisi durlabh janam, Brahmadu Chora Bhuvan. Kisi ko milta hai ho bhagya se, Hari Bhakton ke darasan. Kisi ko milta hai se, Hari Bhakton ke darasan. Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, 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 Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Krishna Kripa Ki Ananda Murati, Deena Jana Karuna Nidam. Krishna Kripa Ki Ananda Murati, Deena Jana Karuna Nidam. Bhakti Bhava Prem Tino Prakashata, Sri Guru Patita Pavan. Bhakti Bhava Prem Tino Prakashata, Sri Guru Patita Pavan. Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, 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 Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Shruti Smriti aur Purana Namoe, Kinos Basta Praman. Shruti Smriti aur Purana Namoe, Kinos Basta Praman. Tana Mana Jiva Guru Pade Arpan, Sri Hari Nama Ratan. Tana Mana Jiva Guru Pade Arpan, Sri Hari Nama Ratan. Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, Charana Kamala Bhajaman, Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman, Sri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Srila Prabhupada ki Sri Guru Charan Kamala Bhajaman. Just worship the lotus feet of the Guru with all your heart. Milta nahi, I say Durlabh Janam Brahmadhu Choda Bhuvan. Choda Bhuvan, or 14 worlds, is a fancy way to say this universe. We wander all throughout this universe in different species of life. Sometimes as a bug, sometimes cat, sometimes dog, sometimes tiger, sometimes cow, sometimes demigod, Gandharva. But very rarely we get this human form of life. This human form of life, durlabh, rare. Give you example how rare. How many people have been to Mayapur festival? Gaur-Purnima festival. Almost everybody. So you know, at that time of the year, for every human being, there's 1 crore mosquitoes. If you don't put mosquito net, they will come pick you up and take you up for Sunday feast. So human life is very rare. Mosquitoes so many, but human life is very, very rare. But only with this human form of life can we ask questions. Who am I? Where did I come from? What am I supposed to be doing? What is the goal of life? What are the stars in the sky? Who lives there? Only human, just like we see, only humans have come here tonight for our program. No cats and dogs have come. So this is rare opportunity to ask these questions about life. And even more rare, it says here, Kisi ko milte hai, aho bhagya se. Bhagya means by great fortune. Hari bhakton ke dara san. Actual word is darshan, but Brijbhasa language is just like Bachaka Bhasha. For a small child, very difficult word like darshan, very difficult. So child will say darasan. I was just being here in Mumbai, I was remembering all these wonderful pastimes of Prabhupada in Mumbai. So once we get mercy of Guru and Vaishnava, we want to get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. So we have a very beautiful song for Lord Chaitanya. Everybody knows by now. This is Deena Bandhu's favorite bhajan. It's about Lord Chaitanya, but it's not in Bengali. It's not even in Hindi. It's in Brijbhasa language. But very, very simple. You'll all learn. You can look on the net Sundaralala, or sometimes somebody. I've seen also Sundarabala, but anyway, my book says Sundaralala. And beautiful bridge rag also. Sundara lala, sachidu lala, najata Sri Hari Kirtan mein. Sundara lala, sachidu lala, najata Sri Hari Kirtan mein. Sundara lala, sachidu lala, najata Sri Hari Kirtan mein. Sundara lala, sachidu lala, najata Sri Hari Kirtan mein. Balle chandana tilaga manohara, alaka shobhe kapolana mein. Balle chandana tilaga manohara, alaka shobhe kapolana. Bolo sunera lala, sachidu lala, najata Sri Hari Kirtan Bolo Sune Radha Sati Radha Radha Sri Hari Kirtan Chire Chura Darasani Rale Vanapula Mala Iya Pardole Chire Chura Darasani Rale Vanapula Mala Iya Pardole Pairna Pita Patambara Shove Nupura Runu Junu Charanana Me Pairna Pita Patambara Shove Nupura Runu Junu Charanana Me Bolo Sunera Lala Sati Lala Najata Sri Hari Kirtan Sati Lala, Narada Sri Hari Kirtan Radha Krishna Ekatanu hai Nirvana Madhe Bansi Bajave Radha Krishna Ekatanu hai Nirvana Madhe Bansi Bajave Viswarupa ki Prabhu ji sahi Avata prakatai Nariya mein Viswarupa ki Prabhu ji sahi Avata prakatai Nariya mein Bolo Sunera Lala Sati Lala Najata Sri Hari Kirtan Bolo Sunera Lala Sati Lala Najata Sri Hari Kirtan कोई गावत है राधा कृष्ण नाम कोई गावत है हरि गुण गान कोई गावत है राधा कृष्ण नाम कोई गावत है हरि गुण गान मृदंग ताला मधुरा रसाला बजाता है कोई रंगन में मृदंग ताला Najata Sri Hari Kirtan Bolo Sunera Lala Sati Lala Najata Sri Hari Kirtan Bolo Najata Sri Hari Kirtan Bolo Najata Sri Hari Kirtan Bolo Sri Sacinandana Gaura Hari Bo Sundara Lala Sachi Dulala Nachata Sri Hari Kirtan mein 532 years ago, almost 33, coming up soon, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared on this planet, and he was very, very beautiful. Sundar means beautiful. But he was not Sham Sundar, he was Gaur Sundar, the golden avatar of love of Godhead. Sundara Lala. In Braj, when we want to call a little boy, then we say, "Oh Lala, Aja Lala, come here Lala, Aja." Huh? So he was a very beautiful little boy. And he was a little boy just like 2 months before we were celebrating Jamastami. We know that Bhagwan Brajananandan Shamsundar, his mother's name is Yashoda. So we call him Yashodanandan or Yashoda Dulala. But 500 years ago when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, his mother's name was Sachimata. So we say Sachinandan or Sachi Dulala. And his father's name was Jagannath Mishra. Mishra means Brahmin. And he was born under a neem tree, so he got the name Nimai. And because he's a Brahmin, then we called him Nimai Pandit. What name? Nimai Pandit. The Sundara Lala Sachi Dulala Nachata. He was always dancing. And where was he dancing? In the Ashok Oberoi. He was dancing Nachata Sri Hari Kirtan. He was always dancing in Sri Hari Kirtan because in this dark age of Kali, this is the recommended process, chanting very loudly and very enthusiastically. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So at the age of 24, Mahaprabhu took sannyas and left Nadia. Then he went to Jagannath Puri. Even after staying in Jagannath Puri for a very short time, he decided to go on Dakshin Bharat Yatra. He didn't go like us by Jet Airways and AC bus and car. He went by his 2 feet with his hands raised in the sky chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And everybody who saw him chanting in ecstasy like that, they also automatically began to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And that person would go home to his village chanting Hare Krishna, and as soon as all his fellow villagers saw him, they also began to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. In this way, Mahaprabhu spread the chanting of the holy name. About 500 kilometers away from Jagannath Puri, he arrived in one place called Kurmashetra in Andhra Pradesh. I've been there. The very beautiful deity of Kurma is there. So Mahaprabhu entered the temple and he was dancing and chanting in ecstasy. And one local fellow, actually his name was Kurma Brahmin. He saw Mahaprabhu dancing and chanting in ecstasy. When he calmed down a little bit, then he fell at his feet and said, "Oh Prabhu, you please come. I'm very poor householder, always engaged in material activities. You please come and put your lotus feet in my house and purify my residence." So seeing his bhav, Mahaprabhu went to his house and stayed there with him. And every night all the villagers would come and there would be Hari Katha and Hari Kirtan, just like we're doing here in Varsha and Amlan house. So this went on for 3 nights. After 3 nights, next morning, Mahaprabhu began to get ready to go. Not like you guys with 2 Samsonite suitcases. Lotar Kambal, Sadhu Kasambal. And that Brahman came, Kurma Brahman came, and he fell at Mahaprabhu's feet. He said, "Prabhu, we're enjoying so much in your association. So much pleasure is coming, so much bliss is coming. Please stay one more night." Mahaprabhu said, "No, I have not taken sannyas to stay in any householder's house and enjoy. I never stay beyond 3 days in anyone's house. But Prabhu, we're enjoying so much in your association. Please, you spend one more night here and we can hear some more Hari Kirtan, Hari Kirtan. No, this is not my rule. Oh, Prabhu, please. So seeing his Bab, Mahaprabhu broke his rule. He stayed one more night with Kurma Brahman. And again in the evening, Hari Kirtan and Hari Katha. So next morning, Mahaprabhu was getting to leave and Kurma Brahman came. And he fell on Mahaprabhu's feet. And Mahaprabhu said, no, now I'm going. No, Prabhu, I didn't come to stop you. But Prabhu, I'm engaged in this householder life. It is filled with so many problems, so many worries, so many troubles and difficulties, so much khatinai, bose parishani hai. I'm going to give up this householder life and come with you. Now the ladies got worried. Deena Bandhu is going to take all the Prabhutis after her. Mahaprabhu said, no, nahi, this is not my mission. Mahaprabhu spoke Amar Shabd, immortal words. What did he say? Yari dekho thai khao, Krishna Upadesh, Amara gai Guru hai, Hare. Wherever you go, whoever you meet, you please tell them about Krishna, Krishna Upadesh. Just please tell them to chant Hare Krishna and please read Bhagavad Gita, Krishna Upadesh. Yari dekho thai khao, Krishna Upadesh, Amara gai Guru hai. You become Guru. Are? How I can become Guru? What quality do I have to become Guru? Mahaprabhu said, not difficult. Amara gai, by my agya, by my order. He said, it's a simple thing. Just like the postman. He takes the letter from you and he delivers it to the receiver as it is. Not that he opens up the letter. He wrote that, but he didn't really mean that, no. And this line, actually he meant this. If he does that, then he'll be arrested, no? He takes the letter as it is and delivers it. You just, whatever you read in Prabhupada's books, you deliver that, you became Guru. Not difficult thing. Hamara gai Guru hai, or Tare Desh, or save all of your fellow countrymen. This is Mahaprabhu's mission. Not that you have to give up your business and your family and your house and go to the Himalayas and sit in the fire in the summertime and sit in the water in the wintertime. No. You stay in your house, you continue doing whatever business you're doing, but you gather all your friends and family together like we've done tonight here, and you chant Hare Krishna and hear about Krishna. Simple thing. Everybody says, but Baba, we don't have any time. Especially Bombayites. Today we were at PH Medical Center. There's one yogini who comes every time. So everybody here's from Bombay, huh? Everybody from Bombay. Bombay means mind is running and body is running. Just running and running. Nobody has time. So, but how much time we spend in front of this Ek Ankwali Asura. And nowadays they make nice big ones, huh? You can become completely absorbed. In America I have friends, they threw it out. They realized that nobody in the family has any relation. Everybody just sits. Nobody talks to one another. They just sit. And they just threw it in the trash, so they can talk to one another again. There's so much time we waste in front of this one-eyed Asura. Oh, there he is. You just put a little cloth over him, you put a beautiful picture of Krishna, and you sit with your friends and family and chant and read Bhagavad Gita as it is by Srila Prabhupada. Simple. This is Mahaprabhu's mission. You don't have to give up your, whatever it is you're doing. You don't have to give up your house. You don't have to give up your family. You stay in your family, stay in your house, stay in your business. Whatever you're doing, you do, but you sit together and chant Hare Krishna and read about Krishna. Simple. This is Mahaprabhu's mission. So once we get mercy of Guru and Vaishnava and get mercy of Mahaprabhu, then we want to go to Vrindavan. So we have very beautiful, simple Brijvasa bhajan. You can look on your internet, Brajajana Mana Sukhakari. Brajajana Mana Sukhakari. Radhe, Brajajana Mana Sukhakari, Radhe, Shama Shama Shama, Shri Radhe, Brajajana Mana Sukhakari, Radhe, Shama Shama Shama, Shri Radhe, Brajajana Mana Sukhakari, Radhe, Shama Shama Shama, Shri Radhe, Brajajana Mana Sukhakari, Radhe, Shama Shama Shama. Momakutta Makara Krita Kundala Gale Vaijandi Mala. Gale Vaijandi Mala, Charanandupura Rasa Sala Radhe, Shama Shama Shama, Charanandupura Rasa Sala Radhe, Shama Shama Shama, Oh Radhe Shama Radhe Shama Radhe Shama Radhe Shama. Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Radhe, Brajajana Mana Sukhakari, Radhe Shama Shama Shama. Radhe, Brajajana Mana Sukhakari, Radhe Shama Shama Shama. Sundara Badana Kamaladala Lojana Banki Chittavana Hari. Sundara Badana Kamaladala Lojana Banki Chittavana Hari. Mohana Bamsi Bihari Radhe Shama Shama Shama. Mohana Bamsi Bihari Radhe Shama Shama Shama. Oh Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Oh Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Shri Radhe, Brajajana Mana Sukhakari, Radhe Shama Shama Shama. Shri Radhe, Brajajana Mana Sukhakari, Radhe Shama Shama Shama. Vrindavan mein Denu charave Gopi jana manahari. Vrindavan mein Denu charave Gopi jana manahari. Sri Govardhana Dhari Radhe Shama Shama Shama. Sri Govardhana Dhari Radhe Shama Shama Shama. Oh Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Oh Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham. Shri Radhe, Brajajana Mana Sukhakari, Radhe Shama Shama Shama. Shri Radhe, Brajajana Mana Sukhakari, Radhe Shama Shama Shama. Radha Krishna Miliya Bado Gaura Rupa Vadhari. Radha Krishna Miliya Bado Gaura Rupa Vadhari. Kirtana Dharma Prachari Radhe Shama Shama Shama. Kirtana Dharma Prachari Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam. Oh Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam. Radhe Krishna Mana Sukakari Radhe Shama 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 Radhe Krishna Mana Sukakari Radhe तुम बिना मेरी और न कोई नाम रूपा बताई तुम बिना मेरे और न कोई नाम रूपा बताई चरणन में बलिहारी राधे श्याम 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 चरणन में बलिहारी राधे नारायण बलिहारी राधे श्याम 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 नारायण बलिहारी राधे श्याम 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 ओ राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम ओ राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam. Oh Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam. Oh Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam. Jai Jai Sri So this beautiful Braj Bhajan just puts us in Braj mood. So I was thinking where to go tonight. So then I heard our host, her name is Varsha, so I thought let's go to Barsana. Because we know Varsha means rain. But if we put an extra syllable in it, Barsana means to cause it to rain. Because we need someone or something to cause Krishna's rain of mercy to come on us. Just like sometimes there's clouds, but there's no rain. Because there has to be certain conditions, especially the trees. They create a special gas that goes up, reacts with the clouds, and causes the rain to come. Just like we always thought that there was no trees in the desert because there's no rain. But Prabhupada taught us there's no rain in the desert because there's no trees. So we need someone or something to cause Krishna's rain of mercy is there, but we need something to cause it to rain. That is Srimati Radharani. She's the Barsani Wali, the one who makes Krishna's rain of mercy come on us. So last night we went to Raval where she appeared, but later when Nanda Baba went to Nandagaon, the Brisabhanu moved his capital to Barsana. And this Barsana hill is actually incarnation of Lord Brahma. And just as Brahma has got four heads, this hill has also got four main peaks. And just now in the rainy season, Barsana is a wonderland. If you're on Facebook, you can go to my page. If you scroll back a ways, you'll find pictures of Barsana in the rainy season. So beautiful. So this is the living place of Srimati Radharani. Borning place was there in Raval on the other side of Jamuna. This is living place. And so this hill we call Brahma Parvat, is incarnation Lord Brahma. But Krishna, he can't be far away from Radharani, so he's incarnated as another hill just nearby called Bilaskar. And where the two hills meet makes a very narrow pass. In British Bhasa language we say Sankari Khor, narrow pass. On the other side of Sankari Khor is a little village called Chiksoli. And Chiksoli is the village of Chitralekha Saki. One of the Astasakis is Chitralekha. So she has got her village there. And I have a very dear friend who's, he's like a BJP Neta there named Nandanlal Sharma. He chants 16 rounds. He follows 4 regular principles. He's aspiring from Jayapataka Maharaj. And he has land right on the Prikrama path that he's willing to give to ISKCON if anybody wants to become president of ISKCON Chiksoli. If you're tired of the running life of Bombay, you can come, you can see me afterwards, and you can become the president of ISKCON Chiksoli. And build if anybody will build a Chitradevi temple, they'll give that land. So Chiksoli is famous for butter, milk, yogurt, ghee, paneer, all these different types of milk products. So every day, Radharani and all her Sakis, they go to Chiksoli to collect all of this butter, milk and ghee and yogurt in clay pots on their heads. And then they come back through the Sankari Khor. Now there's one song we sing one time, just names of Radha and Krishna. One of the names of Radharani is Hansa Gamani. So Hams, you know, means swan. Now I've lived for more than 30 years here in Bharat, but I never saw swan. I've seen ducks, I've seen geese, seen so many things, but I never saw swan. But all our literature is filled with, all our scripture is filled with Hans, Paramhams, Hansa Bahan. In fact, in British Bhasa language, Paramhams means what we call space case. Oh, Paramhamse. Where did I see swans? I saw swans in Zurich, in Switzerland, where all the money that Modi wants to give back is hiding. When we do Sankirtan on the lake, so many swans are there. And Gamani means manner of walking. Hansa Gamani. So you probably never saw a swan walk, but I've seen them walk. So Radharani comes with this pot on her head and she's walking like a swan. And Raghunath Das Goswami describes that Radharani's ankle bells is just like not a spray, mist of tiny, tiny nectar droplets being sprinkled and all beings moving and non-moving. Ching, 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 ching. So Radharani's coming. Ching, ching. Now Krishna knew that Radharani and all the Sakis have gone there, so he was herding his cows nearby. So he comes at the end of the pass and with his cowherd stick he blocks the path. And Radharani comes with this big heavy pot of yogurt and she says, please let us buy. And Krishna says, Are, you girls are making a big profit selling all this butter, milk and yogurt? You don't give any tax to your king? And Radharani said, here my father is the king, we don't have to give tax to anyone. So then Madhumangal, he becomes the advocate for Krishna. And Lalita Saki, she becomes the advocate for Radharani. And Madhumangal says, now wait a minute, Vrishabhanu may be the king here, but the king of the whole of Braj is Nanda Baba, so you have to give tax. And Lalita Saki says, just see the impudence. Just see how puffed up. You guys were living over there in Gokul with your little friend here. He created so much trouble stealing butter, milk and yogurt. Everybody went to King Kamsa. King Kamsa came with 100 cavalry soldiers. You fled away from that place, crossed over the Jamuna, and Vrishabhanu Maharaj, out of the kindness of his heart, he gave you a tiny corner of his kingdom for you to stay, and now you're claiming to be the kings of the whole place. Just see the impudence. Just see how puffed up. Madhamangal says, now wait a minute, where did you get this story? We never heard this story before. We're going to the GBC. You're preaching deviant philosophy. Now everybody knows Nanda Baba is the king of the whole of Braj, so you have to give tax, and for every argument you girls make, we're going to double the tax. And Lita Saki says, Are, and you guys, you're taking your cows all over the place, eating all the grass, huh? You should pay tax for that. All right, now we're going to double the tax, and we're going to tax you for all the flowers you girls are picking. Like this, the arguments are going back and forth, back and forth. And you have to understand, they're just like little children at this time. So Radharani's got this big heavy pot, it's getting heavier and heavier. So she gives Nandanandan a little push. Boom. Now you know, when a little boy gets angry, it's like an atomic bomb has gone off in the heart. And Krishna just grabs that pot off of Radharani's head. And Radharani, she grabs the mouth of that pot from the other side. And we just described what happens when little boys get angry. We're afraid to describe what happens when little girls get angry. So Radharani's crossing her eyebrows, shooting darts at Nandanandan, and she begins to push, and he begins to push, and all the Sakhas get behind Nandanandan, and all the Sakhis get behind Radha, and big push of war is going on in the Sankari Corps. And the Sakhis are pulling on the Sikas of the cowherd boys pulling on the skirts of the Sakhis, like this big war is going on. Then finally Radharani, she screams, and all her Sakhis begin to push, and push. And Krishna sees they're going to break through, and there's a big stone there. He takes that pot and pow! He smashes it on that stone. Now you know how yogurt is a little greasy, right? That was 5,000 years ago. But if you come with me to Sankari Corps, you can still see the stain is there on the stone. Still see the yogurt stain on that stone there. And usually some Brijbasi will come to tax you. You can't get through. You can't get through without paying tax. So when we passed through the village of Chiksoli, one thing we forgot to mention, how many people have been to Sankari Corps? Because we told that hill is incarnation of Lord Brahma. Now we know in the Brahma Vimohan Leela, when Brahma came back and he saw all the cowherd boys and calves were still there and expanded unlimitedly, he fell down like a golden rod. Because Lord Brahma's complexion is golden. Therefore, on the Brahma Parvat side of the hill, we'll see all the rocks are yellowish. If you didn't notice, next time you go, you'll notice. And because that Bilaskar is incarnation of Lord Krishna, all the rocks on that Bilaskar side are blackish. The next time you come, you can notice. Or maybe you already noticed. So when we go over the hill and we do nice kirtan through Chiksoli to enliven all the Chiksoli Vasis, we'll pass by the house of my Nandanlal Sharma. His mother won't let me get by without taking some roti. You know roti, you know chapati, made with this. And our Gujarati friends make it just so flat like piece of paper. But in Braj we don't use this thing, like this. Nice and thick with homemade ghee on top, we call roti. So she won't let me get by her house without giving some roti and some sag, which we distribute to all the devotees. So then we come and we enter, at the end of Chiksoli, we begin to enter into the forest on the backside of Barsana Hill. That forest is called Ghevar Ban. It is called Ghevar Ban. And just now in this rainy season, it is the most beautiful. Even if you see it, even by your material eyes you can see, it is not part of this material world. There's a special tree that grows on top of the hill. You'll never see those trees on the plain. On the plain is where the water will run down, so on the plain there will be water. We know trees like water. But these trees you'll never see on the plain, you'll only see them up where there's no water. But that's where they like to grow. And these trees are called Dho. And just now, they have little tiny, it's rainy season, little tiny emerald leaves, emerald drop leaves, just hanging down like this over the Prikrama path. And if you look closely, you'll see little yellow topaz flowers coming. And next month when you come, then you'll see little tiny ruby seeds. Emerald leaves, topaz flowers, ruby seeds. Very mystical forest, this Gavarban. And if you come in December, then you'll find gold leaf trees. And if you come in January, then you'll find copper leaf trees. And you come in Gaur Purnima time, you won't find any leaves. But the bark of the tree is very light, and we know in the springtime the sun is very bright. It looks like a forest of silver trees. Forest of silver trees. And in Gavarban, if we take some rocks and we hit them together, if you hit two rocks together, they go clack, 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 clack. But in Gavarban, if you're in the right mood and you pick the right rocks, it goes ding, 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 just like Nupur. Very, very mystical forest. And we wander through that beautiful mystical forest of Gavarban. It is so lovely this rainy season time. Just even by your mature eyes you can see it's not part of this material world. Because you shouldn't think that Brajadam is part of the material world. In Brajadam, every person, every animal, every bird, every bee, every insect, everything has got some service in Krishna Lila. And some devotee always asks, what about cobra? Because sometimes we find cobras in Braj. One time, Krishna was too fresh with Radharani, and she became very upset with him. And she began to run away, and she flew down the path. And Krishna was running behind her, but he couldn't catch her. She was just flying down the path. So he stopped running. Meanwhile, on that same path, there was coming a big black cobra. He saw this little girl was going to run on top of me, immediately stood up and went, shh! As soon as Radharani saw that snake like that, she screamed and ran back into the arms of Sri Nandananda. So even cobras, Jaipur Mandir. Because originally, where the Sriji Mandir now is, it was just a tiny temple. It wasn't so special. If you know where to look, you can see that old temple and nearby the big temple that's there now. It was a small temple. So the king of Jaipur, Sawai Madho Singh, he bought that just outside, that peak outside of Dangar. He bought that peak and built a beautiful palace there. Did you ever wonder why he was called Sawai Madho Singh? Why Sawai? Do you know? Because all these guys who put Sawai Madho, Sawai Jai Singh, they all put Sawai. They were 25% better, Sawai, than the previous king. Sawa. He built beautiful palace. But when he went to the old temple to bring Radharani, she refused to move. They couldn't pick up she's not very big, but she refused to move. Because these Jaipur kings, they're very tricky. They took Madan Mohan and Govinda and Damodar and everybody, Radha Bino, they took them all off to Jaipur. So she didn't want to leave Braj. So she couldn't move. So then the king established his own deities there, very lovely deities, Radha, Kushal Bihari. You know Kushal, very happy. So this is Radha, Happy Bihari. Radha Kushal Bihari, Radha Happy Bihari. Very beautiful deities. Unfortunately, they don't allow you to take pictures, so you have to take picture with the heart. Radha Kushal Bihari. And you see there the portrait on this side of the pillar is Sawai Madhu Singh. On the main side is his guru, who is a Nimbarka Sampradaya. So on this side we see Nimbarkacharya. And on the third altar, because Nimbarka Sampradaya, they trace their lineage from the Hans avatar, Hans incarnation of the Lord. So there's Hans Gopal on that altar. Then there's the four Kumaras. Then Nard Muni, he gets around, he's in every Sampradaya. Then in front is Nimbarkacharya, and on the other side is his famous disciple, Srinivas. And on the third altar, there's very small deities of Radha, Nritya Gopal, dancing Gopal. And if you look out the door, above the door there's a stained glass window. Because all these kings of Jaipur, they were coming in Suryavams. So we see Surya in stained glass above the door. So he established Radha Kushal Bihari there. And you see beautiful residences all around, because the king used to come there with all his ministers, and then he would sit in front of the real king and take all the decisions there. So this is called Jaipur Mandir, very beautiful place. So we'll put our voice to rest here. But we have, before we end, we have very beautiful kirtan. This is the national anthem of Braj. It was like a couple months before in August we were all singing the national anthem, huh? So this is national anthem of Braj. And this is dancing music. So in any way, once it gets going, you won't be able to sit anyway. So you might as well stand up now and dance. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Sri Vrindavan Dham. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Sri Vrindavan Dham. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Sri Vrindavan Dham. Tero Nam Pavana Sri Vrindavan सफल करे कुंड कुंड में जन्म तले अपना जीवन सफल करे जय जय राधे जय जय राम जय जय श्री Shri Brajabhumi Vrindavan Dham ki Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Gaur Hari Revealer of the Holy Dham, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Nitya Lila Vishnu Supada Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Ananda Guri Vaishnava ki Sad Goswami Prabhu ki Amacharya Haridas Thakur ki Prem Se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityanand Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopi Go Shama Kun Radha Kun Giri Govardhana ki Brajabhumi Vrindavan Dham ki Sri Navadip Maya Pradham ki Sri Jagannath Puri Dham ki Gangamai Jamunamai ki Srimati Vrindadevi Tulsi Maharani ki Srimati Bhakti Devi ki Sri Harinam Sankirtan ki Sri Sri Radha Ras Bihari Ji Mandir ki Sri Sri Nitai Gaur Sundar ki Sri Sri Radha Ras Bihari Lalita Vishakha ki Sri Sri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Ji Maharaj ki Jai Go Premanand. All glories to the Assembly, glories to the Assembly, glories to the Assembly, glories to Sri Guru Gauranga, glories to you, Srila Prabhupada.